Hi, my name is Rick Strauss. I'm 29 years old, and this year I have decided I am going to learn how to ride a bike. Now you might be thinking to yourself, Rickus, that's a very silly thing to learn to do when you're 29 years old and there are these fancy things called cars going around. And to that I say, that is very true, but I have been wanting to ride a bike ever since I was a very small boy. And there's something that motorbikes can give you that cars just can't. See, bikes just tend to give you the sense of freedom that cars just can't. Plus, they're lighter on fuel, they flow better through traffic, and they just seem like a lot of fun. And now I can already hear you thinking, yes, but Rickus, how are you going to do that? Well, first thing, in South Africa, I'm going to go onto the NART's website, where I am based in Gauteng. I can go onto the website and make a booking for my learner's license, which is a written test that you can take once you're over the age of 16 to ride a 125cc motorcycle. And if you're over the age of 18, you can ride any motorcycle you want, as long as you don't have a passenger on the back. So we go onto the NART's website, make our booking online, and so I just got back from the licensing department. Big frustration, because I thought I made my booking for today, which I'm very certain I did make my booking for today. But apparently you need to pay within 3 days, but I didn't really see an option to pay online. So then they want you to go there and pay and then come back home and then go there again to write the test. So I'm going to go through this whole process again now and try and book another appointment. I'm not exactly sure what the situation is, but yeah, let's see if we can actually pay online, and hopefully that makes it a lot easier. But that was hella frustrating. I just wasted 2 hours. So yeah, make sure you pay everything beforehand, have the eye test beforehand ready so you don't have to deal with that, and then you can literally just hopefully go and write. That should clear things up, but very frustrating 2 hours. So next booking has been made. It was quite a bit of a process, because sometimes the website says there are slots available, and then you try and book the slot and then it says the slot isn't available, which is not fun. It is a pain in the ass, but it is done. I'm going to a different licensing center this time around, which should be all right. It should be fine. And this time, I did it on my computer, so I was actually able to properly download the file of the booking information that it gave me. I think that might have been what I missed today. So we're trying again on Friday. And hopefully this time it goes well. So here we go for round 2. Hopefully this time it goes better. And just like that, I've got it. It is sorted. I finally managed to get it. This morning was actually surprisingly fairly quick and easy. Midrand licensing station, you guys rock. Because I made the booking only 2 days in advance, apparently you need to book online, and then you need to go make a booking confirmation at the actual center, and then you can make sure you've actually got the date set. So it's a little weird. I don't understand why they need to do it that way when you can. I feel like you should be able to pay and make a confirmation online. That's an entirely different case. Sorted. Got it done, first try, hell yes. And now with all of that done, we can finally go out to meet up with my partners on this entire journey, the CF Moto team. And we've got something very special lined up for me. Right, so we decided on the 300 NK instead of the 800, even though that's what the heart wants. What is one of the biggest reasons why it's better to start on the smaller displacement instead of starting on the 800?
Of course, everything comes down to your safety. Everyone wants a nice big bike, makes big noises, goes fast, also goes fast into a tree. I always recommend going for the smaller, lighter bikes. You're way more comfortable on here, more confident. You can save it if it gets into a situation. Other than that, it's got all the same safety features as the big bike. So you got your ABS, you got your screen, you got the brights and the headlights. It's a very nice, safe bike to have. Once you're confident on this, which might be 2 months, 6 months, a year, then we move up to a 450, 675, then an 800. Go up the ladder, don't jump in the deep end. It's always nice to jump in the deep end, but could end very badly for you.
Yeah, just based off of pure comfort, I also felt, the big bike, it looks very nice until you swing a leg over and try to find your balance on it, and you're not used to carrying that weight between your legs. Whereas with this, it's comfortable. It's a lot lower as well.
Definitely another big thing. Obviously, being able to flat foot the bike is a big one. You don't want to be on your tippy toes, because something happens, you pull up to a robot on a uphill, can't reach the ground, your bike's over, that's it, thank you, bye.
And then of course, power wise, like you said, I did a bunch of research before this.
So even though I would like to have the big one, I know that it's better to take the small one, just purely for the fact that I don't want my wrist to slip and then accidentally end up in a pillar. So we're going with a NK300. This is going to be my baby going forwards. Hopefully I have many safe miles with this one.
Yeah, definitely will. And of course, a huge congratulations. And yeah, being a 300 sounds like a little, you're still going to have a fat jewel on this thing.
So yeah, that is the baby that I'm going to be getting. I'm getting the CF Moto 300 NK. And just to be clear, I am partnering up with CF Moto. I am stepping on board almost as a brand ambassador more than anything else, but they are not sponsoring these videos necessarily, but we are going to be working together in partnership. They're giving me a couple of deals on the motorcycles, but it's by no means like a full-on sponsorship type of situation. So this is still very much money out of my own pocket. It's wonderful to be working with a brand like that who believes in this journey and making it more accessible for people like us to be able to learn these amazing things, even when we are a little bit older, right? He's almost here. He said he's around the corner. My bike's finally being delivered. I can't believe this is finally happening. Very much overwhelmed. Let's go get it.
When are you going for your first ride?
I'm probably going to play around a bit tonight.
Yeah, why not?
That's all once all of the work is done. We will be treading around in complex. So
Just the complex.
well, for now, until my neighbors are not getting there, then I'll go.
Let's cruise around, take it easy, feel the bike. Obviously, run in period, don't redline it, but just take it easy on the first 1,000 Ks, just so the motor runs in nice, and then after the first service, then you can ring us. But other than that, like I said, it's fairly straightforward. If anything sort of feels a bit odd or you're not sure, just give us a call. We'll run you through it. Look, what's nice about this being a 300, you can try and ride it hard and it's not going to snap away from you.
Yeah.
So like for where you are in this journey now, it's perfect. But yeah, once you get confident and you are pushing boundaries a little bit more, you can literally wring this thing's neck and it's not going to scare you.
Yeah, that's it.
When you start doing that though, then you find that you're like, all right, cool, sweet. Time for
the next one.
Time for the next one. And then, then we go a little bit bigger and faster and stronger and more horsepower and all that kind of stuff.
It's one of the big things and one of the reasons why I started looking at this in the first place. A lot of people were saying it's a lot more fun riding a small bike hard than it is having to constantly restrain yourself with a big bike.
That and things come up at 200 k's an hour very quickly. Yeah. So you don't necessarily want to find yourself in that situation.
No,
No, but I think you're going to love it.
yeah. No, like I said, this entire week's just been like, is it here yet? Very, 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 very long.
But I mean, it's good looking bike.
Yeah.
It's going to tick the box for what you need to do. So yeah, I'm stoked. I think it's going to be it's going to be fun. It's going to be good. We have a cool journey forward. Oh, it's going to be that. Yeah, nice to meet you. I appreciate it. 100%. Only a pleasure, man.
All of that happened about 3 days ago. I think the bike got delivered on Friday. It is now Monday of the next week. Spent most of the night driving around in the complex and kind of like just getting used to the feel of the clutch and where it is and what's happening, and just like getting used to like how the bike delivers powers and stuff. And it's a very weird sensation when you're used to using your feet for all of that, and then suddenly you have to use your hands. But it's a learning process, and I think I'm getting a little bit better. That Friday evening, I started feeling a little bit more confident, and I took it out to the gym, which is literally like a kilometer from the house, and it was a little later at night, which I know technically is more dangerous, but there were less people on the road, which made it make sense for me. And then Sunday afternoon, I actually took it for a fairly long trip after driving it around in the complex a little bit more, and I took it for about a 10 to 15 minute drive to where I give class sometimes. So been putting in some miles. I'm still getting used to it piece by piece. I'm still very, 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 very high on adrenaline whenever I get back home, but it's a lot of fun, and I can't wait to get better with this. Obviously, getting used to driving on the road is one thing, but it is true what a lot of people say, and slow speed maneuvers are where I feel less confident at this point, which seems the hardest to actually do. So I do think I'm going to be doing quite a bit of practice in those areas. I'm sorry I didn't really film any of my riding. I am still busy working on getting an action camera that I can mount to the bike so we can actually do some of that, but soon enough, all in good time. We are starting this journey together. This is going to be a year-long journey, and I hope to take you with me on this with Rookie to Rider.